believe it's Jennifer Lima? Okay,
Yes.
you may proceed.
Hi, my name's Jennifer Lima. I'm here to testify in strong opposition to S2625, 2626, 2386, and 2387, and I'm also here to strongly support S2549. When I was 18, I discovered I was pregnant as a result of a birth control failure. I cannot stress enough how profoundly grateful I am to have had the choice whether or not to proceed with that pregnancy, and not only the choice, but the ability to access an abortion if I had decided that I wanted one. You know, being a single teenage mother was incredibly difficult. I can't imagine how much harder it would have been if I hadn't chosen to become one. Abortion is healthcare, reproductive care is healthcare, and healthcare is a human right. A woman's individual needs should determine the practice and availability of care, not politics or personal beliefs or how she gets her health insurance. The right to an abortion means nothing without the ability to access it, and the bills in front of you today are attempts to make that process more difficult and controversial. We do have public coverage for abortion in the case of rape and incest, but these avenues are rarely pursued. As we all know, people are not always willing or able to report their sexual assault. And would you really want to go through the additional trauma of certifying that you were raped or impregnated by your father or your brother in order to access free medical care? And what about, if your body has been violated by your husband or your domestic partner, how are you going to get yourself out of that? So just because it's available doesn't, in certain cases, doesn't make it accessible to all. The other thing is, when it comes to not wanting your taxpayer money to pay for certain things, my tax money goes to certain things that I don't like. If we're going to start quibbling what we want to pay taxpayer money over, there's SROs in our schools that are over-policing our black and brown students. So let's start there if we're going to start parsing things out. As Senator Valverde said, the cost of paying for things that you don't support is the cost of our democracy. So please, consider advancing S2549 to the floor. That's a bill that's going to close gaps in access for care for people who need it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions or comments for this?